Hello everyone. I think we have already talked about gratitude. So another question that I've been that nobody really talks about how to study it. I mean, what should be the procedure? Because if you're like me, I mean, what's the problem? If you're like me, so let's discuss about it. If you're like me, we like to have a we are like having intellectual identity. So basically, we think we are smart, and then we have to follow what the scientific community is saying. So we bias due to what bias towards a community basically. It could be like self-help and of scientific. Like if science doesn't support manifestation, then it doesn't exist. So basically, this is what, and this is like people like Mark Manson who basically are in self-help, but due to logic in their limited point of view, don't really promote this. So this is they call it confirmation bias. So okay, so by this is what they call. So this is the problem. So we need to have a system basically to have to prove another. The thing about this is that okay, so this is what I had the problem basically. Now I realize okay, you can't, and then another problem is to prove to others and getting their approval that yeah this shit works and you have found something substantial. I literally don't have what to do about it because you can't really prove anything to anyone. Only you can change your mind. Okay, so rather than focusing on here, focus on improving your own life. Hmm. So so the thing is, those other people will be looking at your life if you are doing these things and other things that we will talking about. They will start to see okay it was going to happen anyways even if you haven't done that. This is what they will be saying. This is again unscientific statement that comes here, but still they will be saying that's unscientific statement on our unscientific progress. So rather than doing that all said bullshit, just inspire them. So rather than trying to talk them into this, just improve your life, man. Convince yourself. So how is it going to do that? So we will take the help of philosophy. And remember, before we go here, your life is your biggest evidence. So if your life is getting improved, you're getting richer, your love life has gotten better, and your fitness and health is great, this is the biggest proof. Okay, this is the biggest proof. You don't fucking care about what others are saying now. So if your life has improvement is your standard, life is standard of. So test everything, test what I'm saying, test what the authors you are reading from Neville Goddard said explicitly to, I mean, all the good teachers say don't listen to them and don't take them verbatisms. Okay, so in traditional sense of philosophy, there are three fields: metaphysics, epistemology, ethics. Metaphysics, if you don't know all this, basically metaphysics basically how the reality it is nature. What is the nature of reality? Yeah. See, so if you are studying metaphysical, and then what is the nature? What is substance made of? Okay. So all those. I mean, I'm. Let me give you a broad overview. So, epistemology is basically truth. and its nature, what you consider standard of truth. So okay, so this problem is basically related to this. Okay, rather than trying to do that to know what is truth for you, your standard, your improved life is your standard. Okay, don't listen to me, don't listen to anyone, don't try to prove anything to anyone. They will come. Okay, so I'm telling you, okay, you will find people who are your students at that level who you will start to teach, and they will be open to you. They won't be the same people, or they could be changing their opinion, but yeah, never mind. So don't try to prove it, don't try to get validation from self-help logical community and scientific community. This is my suggestion. You can do that, okay, you can say this confirmation bias and all that, but if okay, so if you're following these things and it is improving your life, you don't have to do this, you don't have to do this. I'm serious, you don't have to do anything manifestation because you're already doing manifestation. You don't have requirement for this. I'm serious. Don't study law of attraction, don't do anything else, because if your life is already improving thanks to this or whatever, or then, and you are happy, yeah, improve life and happiness the biggest standard, then you don't really need to study manifestation. I mean, this isn't this the greatest thing you ever heard? Yeah, this is no requirement. Okay, you don't have to study into this if you think it's true, but if you want to improve your life and all, and are not satisfactory to this, then do continue watching this. So those the nature of true and then ethics. Uh, to be honest, I haven't studied this basically, but mm, let me give you an example of the nature rules. So let me give you two diverging philosophy basically. Materialist. So this is Iron, who says what you see and what your senses see is all there it is to, and reality exists, and what you see is real, and what you can't see doesn't exist. And this like I don't know what's the contrast of this. I mean, they are like mm, okay, so I'm simplifying it where I'm writing by Western reality, which is basically contrast to this, basically saying the reality that you see by senses is basically only mm, 1% of the reality. Yeah. So this is very contrast example I'm giving you. So obviously, this is what has been serving me in my life. In the truth is basically what can be proven or what can be articulated. But another contrast thing mm, is language is like only how you're communicating 5% only. Okay, so it doesn't in materialist it doesn't recognize feelings. So if you go to a room and you're feeling bad, it is a useless fucking data. They don't care. So in ethics we can argue that processes that you do, for example, one process we talk about was this: the gratitude is one of the process of writing daily. So watch that video. I'm not going to go here. And in this process, ethics for now, I don't think this is good here. Okay, never mind. But yeah, so the process one is this. Another is basically to document what you are doing and what you are getting. So it is like bullet journaling could be a great example to document what you are doing and then seeing the result and cause and effect. Segment intending by Abraham Hicks could be argued that this comes here. So it is all process, but the main core principle you need to do is that your life getting improved is your standard and happiness. Okay, yeah, or joy. Yeah, if you are getting this from any ideology, any philosophy, then follow that philosophy and keep doing that. But if you are not, give it a try. Give a little, allow a possibility. Just be little open-minded. Basically, this is what I'm trying to argue. So this is how you study. And another thing is that there are like diverse subjects in law of attraction. So in metaphysics, you could be studying nature of reality by studying like Thomas Trower, Edinburgh lectures. So it is like going deep into how reality is made and subconscious mind as a bridge. For example, all these ideas in the ethics. I think mm, basically okay. So Abraham Hicks too. I love how messy it is getting now. This is already 11 minutes. Hicks basically saying reality is vibrational. So study that comes under metaphysics, how reality works and all, which is a vibrational reality. And then events are like forms and things are like forms which manifest from thought. So thought, emotion, and then forms. In ethics, it's like process what you are doing. So this is like experiment. Okay, what works for you, what doesn't work for me. The Neville Goddard's loop doesn't work. Okay, I have seen results, but I don't enjoy the process basically. But I love doing this process because uh, I respect my conscious mind. I'm not trying to change my past, but doing this for like 30 days, it has made me more aware of how much my life has been great, and it is getting better and better. I'm telling you, it's very powerful. I hope you enjoyed this video.